Welcome to SAPS, Somalwar Academy of Professional Studies. Here we are to discuss model answer for mathematics paper and mathematics paper of series 1. Okay. These model answers are framed just as a guidance to students. They may not be exactly as per the board rules or directions. And these model answers are framed to the best of our knowledge experience. However, there may be few errors which should be ignored. And if we talk about the board pattern of mathematics paper, then in that there are two parts, basically part A and part B. And in part A, there are two sections, section 1, section 2. In section 1, there are 16 subjective questions, and in section 2, there are 4 case studies. In each case study, there are 5 sub questions, which are objective type of questions. And out of those 5 questions, students have to attempt any four, right? Like this, in part B, all the questions are subjective type, and this subjective type of questions are like 2 marks, 3 marks, and 5-mark question. So in general instructions, you can see 3 sections, 3, 4, and 5, and 2 marks, 3 marks, and 5 marks questions are categorized. All the instructions are visible on your screen. Now let's start the paper. In part 1, first of all, 16 questions are of 1 mark only. And in question number 1, express 5005 as a product of its prime factors. And we know the prime factors, and we can easily factorize 50055. And here are the given factors at 5 into 7 into 11 into 13. The oral question was the product of two numbers is 3691 and their LCM is also 3691. So here we have to use one relation, that is HCF into LCM is equal to product of two numbers. And that's why we will get HCF as 1. Second question in AP, A 3.5, D 0 and N 101. And we have to find nth term, AN. So we know AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 into D. All the values are known except AN. Okay, we will put the respective values. We will get the answer. Here AN is equal to 3.5. Now in next question, find the discriminant of the given quadratic equation. Now discriminant, we know that D is equals to B square minus 4AC. After comparing the given equation with respect to standard form is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, we will get respective values of ABC. After substituting, we will get answer, and that is the 64. So this is your required discriminant. In question number 4, two triangles are given. Triangle AMD similar to triangle CMD, and here we have to find DM in terms of A, B, and C. So if you see in figure, these two triangles are vertically opposite triangles, and we can show these two triangles similar, and actually triangles are similar here. So we have to take the ratio of their corresponding sides that we called as a CPST. All of you know, right? And after substituting again respective values, we will get the answer DM in terms of A, B, and C. Now in question number 5, given that sine theta is equals to A by B, find the value of cos theta. So we know first identity cos square theta is 1 minus sine square theta. Sine theta is known A by B. If we put A square upon B square, cos theta equal to B square minus root of B square minus A square upon B. If we take a square root of denominator, we will get B only. In question number 6, in the figure, AB and AC are the tangents with the center O, and angle BAC is equals to 40 degree. This angle included angle BAC is 40 degree here. We have to find angle BOC. So as we know, tangent radius property, that tangent is perpendicular to radius, and this angle is nothing but 90 degree. So in this figure, in this quadrilateral actually, OBAC, angle B and angle C both are 90 degree. So simply here we can use angle sum property and we will get the angle BOC, and that angle is 140 degree. Okay. Now in question number 7, the radii of two circles 3 cm and 4 cm respectively. Find the diameter of the circle having area equal to sum of the areas of two circles. Now we know area of circle is pi r square. Now here are two circles. Let radius be r1 and r2. So here we can say A is equal to a1 plus a2. Pi r square equal to pi r1 square plus pi r2 square. If we take pi common, r1 square plus r2 square. Now r1 is 3 and r2 is 4. So we will get r square is 25 and r is equals to 5 after taking square root. Now we know diameter is equal to 2 into radius. So 2 into 5, that is equal to 10 centimeter. Many students have done mistake here. They have just calculated radius and they forgot to calculate diameter. Okay, so remember this. You have to read question very carefully. Now in question number 8, sin theta is equals to cos theta. Then find a value of 2 tan theta plus cos square theta. Now see here, sin theta equal to cos theta and tan theta is equals to 1. Tan theta is equals to tan 45 because according to the trigonometric table, we know tan 45 is 1. So we can replace here 1 by tan 45. Now since the functions are same, trigonometry functions are same, we can equate their angles. So we will get theta is equals to 45 degree and 2 tan theta plus cos square theta is 2 tan 45 plus cos 45. Again here we will use trigonometric table to put the respective values of tan 45 and cos 45, and after simplification we will get the answer as 5 by 2, right? Now in second question or question, sin square a is equal to 2 sin a, then find a value of a. Now here it is not mentioned that sin a is not equal to 0, so we cannot divide this equation by sin a. Instead we can do sin square a minus 2 sin a, that is equal to 0. Now see, this is a quadratic equation in terms of sin a, and if we take sin a common, so it will be sin a minus 2, that is equal to 0. So sin a equal to 0 or sin a minus 2 equal to 0. The simplification is just similar to the quadratic equation, right? Now sin a equal to 0 or sin a equal to 2. But we know sin a equal to 2 is not possible as the range of sin a is minus 1 to 1. Sin a lies between, or sin function lies between minus 1 to 1. So we will neglect this sin a is equals to 2 and then a is equals to 0 degree. We will get the answer, right? So question number 9, next question. If the product of zeros of x square minus 3kx plus 2k square minus 1 is 7, then find a value of k. Now see, x square minus 3kx plus 2k square minus 1, this is nothing but a quadratic equation in x, where x is a variable. So if we compare again with a standard form ax square plus bx plus c, so we will get respective values of a, b, c here, and c is nothing but 2k square minus 1 as a k is a constant. So alpha into beta is equal to 7 as given, product is 7. So c by a is equals to 7. Here by printing mistake there is e, but it should be c. Okay, so it should be, this ratio should be c by a. So c by a is equals to 7. So 2k square minus 1 upon 1 is equals to 7. 2k square minus 1 equal to 7, and we will get k square equal to 4. After taking square root, we have to consider both the values, positive and negative. So here k is equals to plus minus 2. Now second question, optional question was find a polynomial having zeros as minus 2 and 5. Students यहाँ पे गलती करते हैं, by mistakenly they consider that sum of zeros as minus 2 and product of zeros as 5. No, but it is given that zeros are minus 2 and 5. So zeros means we have to consider alpha and beta. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे ध्यान रखना है कि सम ऑफ जीरोस एंड प्रोडक्ट ऑफ जीरोस दिया है या सिर्फ जीरोस दिए हुए हैं. ये एक कॉमन मिस्टेक है जो नॉर्मली पेपर में दिखाई गई. Alpha plus beta is minus 2 plus 5, that is 3, and alpha into beta is minus 10, and we know p of x equal to x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha into beta, and we will get the required polynomial as x square minus 3x minus 10. Next question, question number 10. If x equal to a and y equal to b is a solution of pair of linear equations x minus y is equals to 2 and x plus y is equals to 4, then find the values of a and b. See here, x minus y equal to 2 and x plus y is equals to 2. These are the two linear equations in x and y. If we simplify these two linear equations, we will get the values of x and y, and a is nothing but x and b is nothing but y. So directly we will get the values of a and b here. So a is equals to 3 and b is equals to 1. Here we have adopted elimination method to solve these two linear equations. Now in question number 11, mean and median are given, that mean is 10.5 and median is 9.6, and we have to find a mode. So to solve this type of question, we will use empirical relationship between mean, median and mode. and the relation is mode is equals to 3 median minus 2 mean. So mode is equals to 3 into 9.6 minus 2 into 10.5. You will get answer 7.8. It's just a simplification, normal algebra you have to solve here. In question number 12, a letter of English alphabets is chosen at random. Find the probability that a letter chosen is a consonant. Now, we know there are 21 consonants in English language, English alphabets. P of A is equal to N of A upon N of S. It's simple question, probability. So 21 by 26. Now, in optional question, problem related to playing cards is given. A card is drawn at random from a pack of 52 playing cards. Find a probability that a card drawn is either a king or an ace. Now total playing cards are 52, so that's why we have written N of S equal to 52 here. Now a card drawn is either a king or queen. So N of A is equal to total kings are 4, total queens are 4, so 4 plus 4 is equals to 8, right? And here we will use P of A is equal to N of A upon N of S, and 8 upon 52, that is equal to 2 by 13. Question number 13, volume and the surface area of hemisphere are equal. Find the diameter of hemisphere. See, solid shape hemisphere is given. Volume and surface area both are equal. Now volume of hemisphere is 2 by 3 pi r cube. Surface area of hemisphere is 3 by 3 pi r square. If we simplify here, we will get r is equals to 9 by 2, and the diameter is 2 into r. So 2 into 9 by 2 is equal to 9 units. Simple. Now sixth term of AP is 0. Find a relation between 31st term and 11th term. Now we know 6th term, 31st term and 11th term all are nth terms. So we will use nth term formula here. And if A6 is 0, so A plus 5D is 0. A31 is A plus 30D. And A11 is A plus 10D. If we use this relation A plus 5D equal to 0, we will get A11 as a 5D. Similarly, same relation we will use in A31, and here A11 is nothing but A plus 10D, 20D, so 20 into 5D, that is 4 into A11, that is 5 into A11. So this is the required relationship between 31st term and 11th term. Now optional question was very easy. Determine the next term of the AP, root 18, root 50, root 98. ठीक है, all are irrational numbers. हम डायरेक्टली कभी कभी सब्ट्रैक्शन कर देते, that is 50 minus 80, but that is completely incorrect method because these numbers are irrational methods. These are surds, so we cannot subtract directly. So for that, see, A2 and A3 three terms are given. Common difference, second term minus first term. So A50 root 50 minus root 18. Now this root 50 can be written as 5 root 2, 25 to the 50. If we take a square root, it is 5 root 2. And root 18 is 3 root 2. Okay, so 5 root 2 minus 3 root 2 is equals to 2 root 2. A4 is equals to root 98 plus 2 root 2, that is equal to 7 root 2 plus 2 root 2, that is 9 root 2. And if we convert this 9 root 2, and then we will get a irrational number as root 162 because 9 square is 81, 81 to the 162. So next term of AP is root 162. Question number 15. A solid cube is cut into 27 small cubes of equal volume. So students here see one solid cube is there and it is cut into 27 small cubes. So here conversion of one solid into another. So we can consider that volume of solid cube is equal to volume of 27 small cubes. And with this relation, we can find the side of solid cube in terms of the side of small cube, and the relation is L is equal to 3L. Now after that, we have to find the surface area, ratio of surface areas of both the cubes. So S1 upon S2, S1 is for big cube and S2 is for small cube. So 6L square upon 6 small l square, then L upon L square is equal to 3L because this capital L is equal to 3 into small l whole square. Ratio is what? 9:1. Now question number 16. Now in question number 16 in figure, AT is the tangent to the circle. This AT is the tangent to the circle with center O. OT is equals to 4 centimeter. Angle OTA is equals to 30 degree, and we have to find AT. Now see, in this figure, if we join O and A, that is nothing but a radius of that circle. According to tangent radius property, this radius is perpendicular to AT. Angle A is equals to 90. So we can consider this triangle OAT as a right angle triangle in which one angle is 90, another angle is 30, which is given, and we can consider third angle is a 60 degree. Okay, but no need of that 60 degree. Here in triangle OAT, you can directly apply trigonometry, application of trigonometry here, that cos 30 is equals to AT upon OT. So adjacent upon hypotenuse, and cos 30 is root 3 by 2 as per trigonometric table. AT is equals to 2 root 3 centimeter. Final answer. So this was our section 1. Total 16 subjective questions were there. Now come back to question section 2. Now in section 2, case study based questions are compulsory. Attempt any 4 subparts of each question, and each subpart carries 1 mark. So here first case study was given, case study based one, that is of Kerala, and that shape is a trapezium shape. Shape is what? Trapezium shape. ABCD is a trapezium. Okay. And refer to shape 1, there are 3 questions, and refer to shape 2, there are 2 questions, D and E. Now simple, in ABCD is a trapezium with AB parallel to DC. E and F are the points on the non-parallel sides AD and BC respectively, such that EF is parallel to AB. And then AE upon ED. Now see, if we use the basic proportionality theorem, so we can prove using BPT that AE upon ED is equals to BF upon CF, and this property can be referred as a concept of, or the theorem of 3 parallel lines, that the ratio of their intercepts are equal. So AE upon ED is equals to BF upon FC. So third option is the correct option. Now in AB is parallel to CD, DO is equals to 3x minus 19. OB is equals to x minus 5, CO is equals to x minus 3, and OA is equals to 3. If you observe these 4 sides, then these are the sides of 2 vertically opposite triangles, triangle AOB and triangle COD. And since the lines are parallel, we can show these 2 triangles similar. And if the triangles are similar, we can say that ratio of their corresponding sides are equal. So if we equate, we will get answer 8 or 9, because we will get one quadratic equation, and after simplification we will get 2 values 8 or 9. So second is the correct option. Third is again same, AB is parallel to CD, DO, OB, OA and OC, these values are given, these terms are given. Then find a value of X. So it is similar kind of second question. Again we have to use same ratio, and we will get a value 2, because the values are different here. Now refer to shape number 2. Now if you observe shape number 2, so AC and D are perpendicular, means there are 2 triangles ACB and another triangle DEF. PQ and RS, these are parallel to the base. Okay, so PQ is parallel to BCC, and AP 2.4, AQ is the 2, QC is 3, and BC is 6. AB and PQ are respectively. Now we have to calculate AB and PQ. See, here we can use BPT, but since we have to calculate the base, we should prove these 2 triangles APQ and ABC similar. अगर ये दोनों triangles similar prove हो जाते हैं, so we can take a ratio of their corresponding sides, and using same relation we can find AB and PQ separately. Okay, so AB is equals to 6 and PQ is equals to 2.4. Now in DEF, in triangle DF, according to next question, RS is parallel to EF, DR is equals to 4x minus 3, DR is equals to 4x minus 3, DS is equals to 8x minus 7, ER is equals to 3x minus 1, and FS is equals to 5x minus 3. So again these dimensions are given. Find a value of X. If you observe here, Fs is given, Er is given, ds is given, and dr is given. So here simply we can say rs is parallel to ef, which is given, and that's why we can use bpt here. So dr upon er is equals to ds upon sf, and after substituting respective values we will get the answer. We will get the answer, and that answer is nothing but 1. Okay. Now this figure is for case study 1. By mistake यहाँ पे print हुई, so just ignore it. Now in question number 18, very interesting case study, cricket fielding positions and players. So in the sport of cricket, the captain sets the field according to the plan. He instructs the player to take the position at a particular place. Now there are two reasons to set a cricket field: to take wickets and to stop runs being scored. The following graph shows the position of player during a cricket match, and this is nothing but a position of player. Let's see, first question, if the distance between the points showing the players at gully and as a wicket keeper B, 4, P is 5 meter, then find the value of P. In this question, simply two points are given, A and B, their coordinates are given, distance between these 2 points is given, we have to find a value of P. So we will use the distance formula here because the distance is given, and easily we will get a value of P, and that is of 4 meter. Okay, so the concept is to use the distance formula only. Now in second, suppose the length of a line segment joining the players of mid-off and mid-on be 10 units. If the coordinates of its one end are 2, -3 and abscissa of the other end is 10 units. Now abscissa means x coordinate, and then its ordinate. Ordinate is nothing but a y coordinate. Okay, abscissa is x coordinate, ordinate is y coordinate. So again, here 2 points are given. One is the 2, -3 and another is the 10, y, because here we have to calculate ordinate. And the distance between these 2 points is 10 units. So again, we can have a distance formula here. After squaring, we will get one quadratic equation, and again we will get the values for y, and correct answer is 3, -9. Now in C type question, the coordinates of a point on x-axis. Now any point which is on x-axis having coordinate x, 0, which are equidistant. Equidistant means that is at equal distances from the given points. From the points representing the players at cover P -3, 4 and mid wicket Q 2, 5. So simple 2 points are given. One point we have to consider x, 0. And that is equidistant, means again we have to use the distance formula. If we equate both the distances, we will get one answer, but the answer is not among the first, second and third option. So our correct option is none of these. Now D, the ratio in which 4, 5 divides the line segment joining the points extra cover S 2, 3 and fine leg 7, 8 is. So whenever we have to calculate the ratio, we will consider the ratio as k is to 1, and we will use the section formula here for internal division, and we will get a value of k is 2/3. Value of k is nothing but your resultant ratio. So your answer is 2:3. Now E, if the points 4, 3 and x, 5 are on the circular field with a center 2, 4, then the value of x is. See, these 2 points are on the circular field with center 2, 4. So we know on the circle each point is equidistant from the center. So again here we will use distance formula and we will get a value of x as 0. So final answer is 0. Now case study base 3. One figure is given, one photo actually picture is given, Gol Gumbaz, Bijapur. And so students of class 10 of a school had decided to visit Gol Gumbaz, Bijapur on an educational tour. The teacher and the students had very interested in history as well. So teacher narrated some facts of Gol Gumbaz, Bijapur district of Karnataka to her students. Then the teacher said one can find a combination of solid figures, and there are cubical base and hemispherical dome in a space. Okay, the colossal structure is one of the largest domes ever built in the world. Now first question, the surface area of the cuboidal portion of Gol Gumbaz having excluding the top and bottom, if one side is about 47 meter. So here we are excluding top and bottom, means we have to calculate lateral surface area of that cubical portion. Okay, and the lateral surface area is 4L square. So simply you can find answer because the side is known 47 meter. So 8836 is the correct answer. Second, what is the volume of cubical portion? Again, the side is 47 meter. Volume L cube using formula 103823 cubic meter is the answer. Now, longest diagonal of a cubical portion of the goal gumbaz taking one side 47 meter. So again, diagonal formula for diagonal is root 3L. Okay, and answer is 47 root 3. What formula will you use to find a volume of hemispherical dome? So 2 by 3 pi r cube, and volume of hemispherical dome taking diameter 42 meter. So 19404 cubic meter. Case study base 4, it is of playing cards. The chart is given, and you all are aware about this chart. Simple probability of getting a red king. So red kings are 6, and that's why 6 by red kings are 4, and 4 by 52, like that. And a red king card. So red king is one is in heart and another is diamond. Sorry, my mistake. Red kings are 2 only. One is in heart and another is in diamond. Okay, and 2 by 52 is 1 by 26. So final answer is 1 by 26 is the correct one. Now, what is the probability of getting a queen or a jack? So queen or a jack, answer is 2 by 13. Okay, queen or a jack. Because the queen are 4, jack are 4, 4 plus 4, 8, 8 by 52, 2 by 13. Now the king, queen and jack of clubs are removed from the deck of 52 playing cards and remaining are shuffled. So 3 cards are removed. Now the total cards are 49. Probability of getting a queen. 1 queen is removed. So only 3 queens are there. So directly answer 3 by 49. The probability that the card drawn is 10 of black suit is 10 of black suit. So it is 2 tens are there and 2 by 52. That means 1 by 26. The probability that a card drawn is neither a jack nor a king. Neither a jack nor a king. So it will be 11 by 13. You have to exclude jack and king directly. So this was the section 2 case study based section. And now all the questions are subjective 1. So in subjective 1, the HCF of 24721284 and the third number M is 12 and LCM is given. We have to find a number M. So only one concept is there, that HCF and LCM both are multiples. Okay. So HCF is given, that is 12. LCM is given. If we calculate HCF of given two numbers, so that will be 12 again, and LCM is this. So if we compare this LCM, we will get M, that is 2 square into 3 into 5 into 3, because we have to multiply it by HCF also, and your M is equals to 180. So quite simple question and conceptual also. Now graphical based questions. So number of points at which the graph intersects are nothing but it's 0. So 2 points and 3 points. So your final answer is 2 and 3 only. Now if we see question number 23, that is a trigonometry based question. Then LHS sin theta minus cos theta upon sin theta plus cos theta plus sin theta plus cos theta upon sin theta minus cos theta. Now see here, two ratios are given, and how to solve ratio? So we will apply cross multiplication method here. Just we will cross it, or LCM method we can say. So using this method, if we use A minus B, A plus B whole square identity, the expansion is sin square theta plus cos square theta plus minus 2 sin theta cos theta plus sin square theta plus cos square theta plus 2 sin theta cos theta. So here sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. Again sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. So 1 plus 1, 2, and denominator also cos square theta is replaced by 1 minus sin square theta. So directly we will get the answer. So very simple identity. Now in optional question, prove that. Now here the square root is given. So to eliminate the square root, we will use the rationalization method. So in first and second both the terms, we will rationalize the denominator. 1 plus sin theta upon 1 minus, here it should be 1 plus sin theta, and 1 minus sin theta upon 1 plus sin theta, rationalize the denominator, 1 minus sin theta upon 1 minus sin theta. So if we simplify it, in denominator we will use a plus b, a minus b identity. Just make a correction here, this factor is 1 minus sin theta, but it should be 1 plus sin theta. So a 1 minus sin theta into 1 plus sin theta is 1 minus sin square theta. And if we use the identity, so 1 minus sin square theta is cos square theta, taking square root 1 plus cos sin theta upon cos theta plus 1 minus sin theta upon cos theta. So 1 plus sin theta plus 1 minus sin theta upon cos theta. Why? Because the denominator is same here, cos theta. So we can add numerators only. So here 2 upon cos theta, 2 sec theta, and that is our RHS. Very simple question. Now in question number 24, determine the ratio. Just now, before some questions, I have explained you that whenever you have to calculate the ratio should be k is to 1. Okay? So that's why here k is to 1 ratio is considered. Now see, the given line is 3x plus y minus 9 equal to 0, which divides the line segment joining the points 1, 3 and 2, 7. Okay, so A 1, 3 and B 2, 7. Section formula if we apply by using ratio k is to 1, okay, so 2k plus 1, simple section formula, we will get the values of x and y, and if we put these values of x and y in this equation, why? Because this line divides the given line at one point, and that point lies on both the line segments 3x plus y minus 9 and the line segment joining these 2 points. So that's why that point will satisfy this given linear equation, that given line also. So that's why we will substitute x and y here, and we will get a value of k 3 by 4, and that is the required ratio 3 is to 4. Now in question number 25, one quadratic equation 4 minus k into x square plus 2 into k plus 2 into x plus 8k plus 1 equal to 0 has equal roots. Then find a value of k. Now we know whenever roots are equal of quadratic equation, then the discriminant is 0, and that discriminant is b square minus 4ac. So again we have to compare that equation with ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. So we will get the respective values of a, b, c. If we substitute these values, we will get the value of k. But please remember here, 9k square minus 27k equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation, so we cannot divide this equation by k because k is not equal to 0. It is not given. K may be equal to 0. So that's why we cannot divide. So if we take 9k common, k minus 3 equal to 0. So k equal to 0 and k equal to 3. And therefore the values of k are 0 and 3. Another equation is given. So all the following quadratic equation. Two ratios are given in LHS, x plus 3, x minus 2, minus 1 minus x upon x equal to 17 by 4. So if we cross multiply it, then we will get one quadratic equation, and that quadratic equation is 9x square minus 34x minus 8 equal to 0. And this is a general algebra only. So 9x square minus 36 plus 2x minus 8 equal to 0. Why? Because 9 8 is 72, and the factors of 72 are 36 into 2, whose subtraction is 34. So if we simplify, we will get x equal to 4 and minus 2 by 9. And question number 26, construction is there, and steps of construction are, first we have to draw a circle of radius 6 centimeter. So we will draw one circle of radius 6 centimeter from a point 10 centimeter away from its center. So we have to take one point in the exterior part of circle, which is at a distance of 10 centimeter from the center. If we join this line segment OP, we will draw one perpendicular bisector here, and that perpendicular bisector intersects OP at point M. Okay, OP at point M, and then taking OM and PM as a radius, we will draw one circle, or we will cut two arcs on the circle, so that we will get these 2 points AB. And if we join PA and PB, these are nothing but our required tangents. Now the justification is very much important. If we join OA, then that OA is perpendicular to AP, Why? Because angle inscribed in semicircle is 90 degree. And for this semicircle, for this circle with center M, this OA is perpendicular to AP, right? And that angle is of what? 90 degree. And since it is 90, so we know as per tangent radius property that tangent is always perpendicular to radius. So we can say that this PA is a tangent, and similarly we can say PB is also tangent. Now these questions were 2 marks question. Now let's come to 3 marks question, section number 4. Prove that 3 minus 2 root 5 is an irrational number. So it is a very simple question, and it is mostly asked question in the board examination, that prove that certain number is an irrational number. So we have to make some declarations here. To assume that this number is a rational, we will follow contradiction method here. We will consider AB two positive integers which do not have a common factor other than 1. That means they are co-primes. And since they are co-primes and that is a rational number, so we can express it in the form of A by B. After simplification, we will get this root 5 equal to 3b minus a upon 2b. But we know root 5 is an irrational number and 3b minus a upon 2b is a rational. This contradicts our assumption, because one side is rational, another is irrational. That is not possible, and that's why we can say our assumption is wrong, and that's why this 3 minus 2 root 5 is an irrational number. Now next optional question was 3 sets of physics, chemistry, mathematics books have to be stacked in such a way that all the books are stored topic wise and the number of books are stored topic wise and the number of books in each stack is the same. The number of physics book is 192, the number of chemistry books is 240 and the number of mathematics books is 168. Determine the number of stacks each of physics, chemistry and mathematics books. So the number of books of physics 192, chemistry 240 and math 168. Now we will calculate HCF here, because the number of books in each stack is nothing but a HCF of 192, 240 and 168, and we will calculate HCF here using prime factorization method. We will get HCF as a 24. Now number of books in each stack is equals to 24, and number of stacks of physics, because in last statement we have to calculate the number of stacks each of physics, chemistry and mathematics. So for physics it should be 192 upon 24, that is 8, 240 upon 24, that is 10, and 240 upon 168 upon 24, that is 7. So 8 stacks, 10 stacks and 7 stacks respectively for physics, chemistry and mathematics. So again application of HCF here. Now next question, question number 28. Solve for x minus 4 upon x minus 5 plus x minus 6 upon x minus 7 equal to 10 by 3, where x is not equal to 5 and 7. So again 2 fractions are given. We will apply cross multiplication method. One common mistake is there, that minus 4 into minus 7, that is plus 28, minus 5 into minus 6 is plus 30, but normally students have written minus 30 and minus 28 here. So that is a very common mistake, and you should concentrate on signs. Minus 4 and minus 7, minus 5 and minus 6. So 2 negative numbers are there, multiplication should be positive. Okay. So again after simplification we will get one quadratic equation, and we can solve it by any method. You can opt for factorization method also, splitting the middle term, or we can solve it by formula method also. So here the solution is given by using formula method. So x is equal to minus b plus minus root d, where d is a discriminant which is b square minus 4ac, and its value is what? 25. So x is equal to 8 and 11 by 2. That is the final answer. Now in next question, optional question, generalized quadratic equation is given 12abx square minus 9a square minus 8b square into x minus 6ab is equals to 0. If we just expand this bracket, no, minus 9a square x plus 8b square x minus 6ab equal to 0, we will get 2 factors directly, and that is a quite easy sum. So we will get x is equal to 3a upon 4b and x is equal to minus 2b upon 3a. You have to just expand this bracket, you will get the splitting of this middle term, and after grouping you will get the factors here. So final answer x equal to 3a upon 4b minus 2b upon 3a. Now next question is of arithmetic progression. In an AP, the sum of first 10 terms is minus 50 and the sum of next 10 terms is minus 550. So S10 and next terms is calculated by S20 minus S10 because the total terms are 20 here. डायरेक्ट एपी कंसिडर नहीं करना है, इसको भी हम S10 कंसिडर नहीं कर सकते because according to the definition of AP it is not possible, right? So for the next 10 terms we will consider S20 minus S10 and that is equal to minus 550. So S20 minus 700. Now you have two equations, S10 equal to minus 150, S20 equal to minus 700, and using this you will get two linear equations 1 and 2. And if we solve these two linear equations in A and D, you will get the values A equal to 3, D is equal to minus 4, and you can find first 4 terms here, and your AP is 3, minus 1, minus 5 and minus 9. So it was very simple question, only this condition is very much important, that S20 minus S10, sum of its next 10 terms. Question number 30, in figure, angle 1 equal to angle 2, triangles are congruent here, and then prove that two triangles similar. So if angle 1 and angle 2, we can use isosceles triangle property here. So we can have PS is equals to PT, right? Here isosceles triangle property, sides opposite to equal angles are equal. And another property, that triangle NSQ congruent to triangle MTR. So if these two triangles are congruent, we can have two sides equal as a CPCT and their ratio is 1. If you observe equation 1 and equation 2, RHS is same 1 1. So LHS is also same. So PS upon QS is equal to PT upon RT, that is equation number 3. Now we will consider these two triangles PTS and triangle PRQ. PS upon QS, PT upon RT. If we add 1 to both the sides, we will get PS upon PQ, PT upon PR, and one included angle P is also equal. So we can say that two triangles are similar by angle rule. Sorry, SAS rule. Again, here is the correction. Here it should be side angle side rule. Two sides and one included angles are equal. Okay, two sides are in proportion and one included angle unequal. Okay, so these two triangles are similar. You can show these two triangles similar by AA rule also, but in that case, when these two ratios are equal, PS upon QS and PT upon RT, you can use converse of BPT here, and by using converse of BPT, we can say ST is parallel to QR, and that's why you can say angle PST, that is your angle 1, is equal to angle PQR, that is a corresponding angle. One angle is common, so we can say that two triangles are similar by angle rule. So both the conditions are possible. Now in question number 31, in the given figure, find the perimeter of shaded region where ADC, AEB and BFC are semicircles on the diameters AC, AB and BC respectively. Now see, एक कॉमन मिस्टेक हमें पेपर में दिखाई दी कि पेरीमीटर पूछा है और एरिया फाइंड किया हुआ है. Means students have not read the question properly. Okay, शेडेड रीजन की फिगर गिवन है, इसका मतलब हमें हमेशा शेडेड रीजन का एरिया ही फाइंड करना है, ऐसा नहीं होता है. Here the perimeter is we have to calculate perimeter, so that's why perimeter of shaded region is perimeter of semicircle ADC, perimeter of semicircle AEB and perimeter of semicircle BFC. Pi r1 plus pi r2 plus pi r3. Why? It is a semicircle, so half of circle. So after simplification, we will get 13.2. Very simple question. Now in question number 32, prove that the lengths of tangents drawn from an external point to the circle are equal. So this is a very simple theorem that tangent segments drawn from an external point are equal. So here we have to consider two triangles POQ and PRO. And if we prove these two triangles congruent, okay, we can say that PQ is equals to PR. Now how to prove these two triangles congruent? Say OQ is equals to OR, radii of same circle, OP is a common side, and this angle Q and angle R both are 90 degree because tangent radius property. So basically this OP is a hypotenuse. So these two triangles are congruent by RHS rule, and therefore we can say that PR is equals to PQ. Here it should be PQ. PR is equals to PQ. Now in question number 33, very simple question. If sine theta is equals to 12 by 13, find the values of all the trigonometric ratios. So we will use here triangle method. Sine 30 opposite upon hypotenuse. So if here the angle is theta, opposite is 12, hypotenuse is 13, we can find remaining side using Pythagoras theorem. And we can have the ratios of remaining trigonometric functions, cos theta, tan theta, cot theta, sec theta and cosec theta. We will use the definitions here and we will get the values. It is very simple question. Now section 4 is completed, means we have discussed 3 marks question. And now the last section is section number 5. In this section there are 3 questions of 5 marks each. Now question number 34, find the mean median of the following distribution. Now one table is given, tabular representation is given. To find mean, you can use any method. You can use assume mean method or you can use direct method too. Here direct method is used. So class interval, then class marks, frequencies and Fi is calculated, and summation of Fi xi. So 1064. So 1064 upon 58. So your answer is 18.34. That is your mean. Now to find median, again Fi and the less than CF is calculated. Total frequency is 58 here. So n is equals to 58, n by 2 29. So we have to select 29th observation, and this 29th observation lies in the class interval of 17 to 19. So that's why your median class is 17 to 19 and lower limit is 17. F is equals to 13. What is CF? So CF is the cumulative frequency of the class preceding the median class, and that CF is nothing but your 18. And H, class width, that is 2. In median formula, L plus n by 2 minus CF upon F multiplied by H. Values are substituted and you get the answer, that is 18.69. Only mistake is in this simplification, and students have made the mistake in selecting the median class. So what is median class? You have to calculate this n by 2 central value 29 and just look at this 29th observation in a class interval. So 17 to 19 have cumulative frequency 31. So 29th observation lies in this class interval 17 to 19. Okay. So that is the only mistake the students have done in this question. Otherwise, the rest question is easy. Now in question number 35, solve the following pairs of linear equations, but not linear equations. These equations are reducible to linear equations and variables are x and y. So if you observe two equations, so 1 upon 3x plus y plus 1 upon 3x minus y equal to 3 by 4. In second, 1 upon 2 into 3x plus y minus 1 upon 2 into 3x minus y is equal to minus 1 by 8. So if you compare both the equations 1 and 2, 1 upon 3x plus y and 1 upon 3x minus y, these are the common terms. So we will put 1 upon 3x plus y is equals to a and 1 upon 3x minus y is equals to b, this operation. So this equation number 1 and equation number 2 becomes a plus b 3 by 4. So 4a plus 4b equal to 3. And a by 2 minus b by 2 is minus 1 by 8. So 4a plus 4b is minus 1 if you multiply this equation by 8. Now if you observe equation number 3 and 4, these are simple linear equations in a and b. And if we apply 3 plus 4 elimination method, you will get a value of a. After calculating a, you will get a value of b. But original variables are x and y. So 1 upon 3x plus y equal to 1 upon 4. 1 upon 3x minus y is equals to 1 by 2. If we reciprocate these two fractions, 3x plus y equal to 4 and 3x minus y equal to 2. Two equations again, 5 and 6. These are again linear equations. If we simplify, we will get x equal to 1 and y is equal to 1. So your final answer is x equal to 1 and y is equals to 1. Now the next question is of applications of trigonometry. From the top of building 15-meter high, the angle of elevation of the top of a tower is found to be 30 degree. From the bottom of the same building, the angle of elevation of the top of tower is found to be 60 degree. Find the height of the tower and the distance between tower and the building. So this is one building AB, this is another building CD. Height is 15 meter and PD is 15 meter. Height is the CD, that is H we have considered here. 30 is the angle of elevation, 60 is also angle of elevation from different positions of a building. Now here we will consider first triangle CDB. Here angle is 60 degree. So we will use the tan ratio here, opposite upon adjacent. So CD upon BD. Tan 60 is √3. You will get BD. This horizontal distance between two buildings is nothing but H √3 upon 3. Now in triangle CPA, 30 degree is the angle of elevation. So opposite upon adjacent again. So it is H minus 15 upon BD. And BD just now we have calculated at H √3 upon 3. So 1 by √3 into √3H upon 3 is equal to H minus 15. H by 3 is equal to H minus 15. H is equal to 3H minus 45. And H is equal to 22.5. So the total height of building is 22.5. Now we have to calculate height of tower. So 22.5 is the final answer. And the distance between building is what? BD. BD is H √3 upon 3. So it is 7.5 √3 meter. We have used this equation number 1 to calculate distance between building and a tower. Now one optional question. From the top of lighthouse, the angle of depression of two ships on the opposite side of it are observed to be 30 degree and 60 degree. So two ships P and Q, and this is a lighthouse AB. This is a lighthouse AB, and height of lighthouse is H meters, and the line joining the ships passes through the foot of the lighthouse, show that the distance between ships is 4 by √3 H meters. So here AB is the lighthouse, angle of depression of ship which is at position P is 60 degree, angle of depression of the ship which is at position Q is 30 degree. So using alternate angle property, 30 degree, 30 degree, 60 degree, 60 degree. So we can say angle APB and angle AQB are 60 and 30 degree respectively. AB is the H. So in this figure, students, clearly it is visible that first triangle is triangle ABP, second triangle is triangle ABQ. So in this triangle, if you use the tan 60, so tan 60 is opposite upon adjacent. So we will get one relation between H and X, and that X is equal to H by √3. If you use triangle ABQ, then again tan 30 we will use. Okay. So H upon Y, we will get one relation. So Y is equal to √3H. Now what is X plus Y? So X plus Y is nothing but a PQ, which is the distance between two ships. And if we add, we will get 4H upon √3. And therefore the distance between two ships is 4H by √3 meter. And that is our final answer. So this is the end of this model answer. In overall paper, many students have done many silly mistakes like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, like 7 4s are 24. Such a mistakes are there. So please avoid these mistakes, improve your concentration, and read question very properly, because just before some time we have seen that question of perimeter. तो पेरीमीटर निकालने के लिए बोला है वहां पे, बट स्टूडेंट्स ने शेडेड एरिया कैलकुलेट किया है. तो दिस इज ड्यू टू improper concentration. So you have to maintain your concentration while solving the paper and avoid silly mistakes. Practice more and do writing practice. And these are the common mistakes in paper. कि silly mistakes है multiplication, addition, subtraction and division. Secondly, while solving geometry questions, always draw figure. You have to draw figure, whether it is given in question paper or not. You have to draw that figure in your answer sheet. Without figure, we cannot correct your answer, or you cannot solve that question. In some applications of trigonometry questions, figure is very, very necessary. Declaration is necessary कि उस particular figure में आपने क्या consider किया है. Just like on your screen that AB is the height of lighthouse, but AB is equal to H. But what is AB? That you have to declare that let AB is the height of lighthouse and P is the position of first ship, Q is the position of second ship. That you have to mention. Okay. So these are the common points that I have to discuss with you. Okay, I hope there is no doubt. Just go through it once again and solve your this paper pre-board one, test series one again, and all the best for your second test series paper. Thank you very much. Bye bye.